Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. So today we have loot from 5,000 Brine Rats, and initially I was just going to kill 1,000 for the video because I feel like that would be a good amount to kill and show you guys the loot, but 1,000 kills only took me 2 hours, so I figure it's not worth it to upload a video that only took 2 hours to do, so I wanted to invest at least 10 hours into it, so I figure we would go for 5,000 kills instead. And the reason for that is because I was averaging just about 450 to 550 kills per hour here, and Brine Rats, it's all about concentration and just moving around with your cannon and trying to maximize kills per hour. So if I was paying attention, then I was getting 500 kills per hour, and if I wasn't paying attention, then I was getting at least 400 kills per hour. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Brine Rats, if you don't know much about them, they require 47 Slayer to kill. They're 50 HP, and as you guys see here on screen, there's just one way to get here. You just use a fairy ring code DKS and you run north with a spade. After that, you just want to dig right next to the tree, and with partial completion of Olaf's quest, you are able to kill these Brine Rats. So yeah, just got to run a little bit north once you get into the tunnel. I was just using a blowpipe and full armadillo, as you've seen throughout the past few videos. You can use any gear for these though. They are low HP, as I mentioned, just 50 HP. Melee would work, and other than melee, I would just recommend range. There's really no reason to use magic here. Luckily for me, I was able to bring a cannon, and it was not multi-combat, but the cannon did speed up a lot of the kills. And a tactic that I was doing was I was trying to attack multiple rats at one time, and as long as I was keeping distance from the rats, then the cannon was able to hit some and my blowpipe was able to hit some. So yeah, I was getting some decent kills per hour, and in the first 400 kills I did get my first drop, which is pretty much the only valuable drop that these rats have, and that is a Brine Saber. 314k right now, and luckily for me, that is actually the real price. It's not just something that says 300k and it's actually just 100k. It is actually 300k right now, and I'm not too sure why it's worth so much. I assume people at a lower combat might PK with it, and it also comes with its very own special attack, but you can only use the special attack if you're underwater. So yeah, don't know if that'll help you much in PvP. But yeah, as it goes for the other drops from these Brine Rats, as you can see, I did keep them all in the inventory the whole video. I was using a Ring of Wealth to keep all the coins tracked, and although I wanted to use an Archer Ring imbued because the coins didn't really equal much towards the end, however, since this is a loot series, I figure Ring of Wealth was more important to show you guys the accurate drops rather than me hitting more accurately with a better ring on. So yeah, if you guys are ever going to kill these though, I do recommend you use a Berserker Ring or an Archer Ring, unless you're like looking to get 1,000 coins per like 1,000 kills, which I think we can all agree is certainly not worth it. As it goes for the other drops though, you can see they're a little bit more worthwhile than the coins are, and they do add up over time and stack up over time as well. So that's another thing I like about Brine Rats. You know, you don't have to bank all the time, you just have to bank when you run out of supplies, and to get back there, you know, you're back there in 10 seconds or less. So it's pretty fast, and yeah, I just like to see the drops accumulate over time. We have a lot of raw pike, which I don't know why these things drop raw pike, but yeah, raw pike, raw lobsters, raw sharks, and also raw rat meat, which I don't know what weirdo in the Grand Exchange bought all of the raw rat meat from this video, but yeah, thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Now, as it goes for the other uncommon drop, and pretty much the only other drop that I did pick up during this video was water talismans. I'm not too sure why, but they were dropped pretty much, I'd say, uncommonly. Whenever I had inventory space, I figured I would just pick them up for the hell of it, you know, why not? It looks good in the price check. And as it goes for my RNG with the swords, I did have pretty good luck towards the beginning of the video. I was getting swords probably every 400 to 500 kills. The drop rate was pretty average at 1 in 512. All the other drops just kind of added up over time, and the only two items that I was banking throughout this whole entire video was the water talismans and the Brine Sabers. And I do wish that they drop more items than those two things, because I feel like they'd be a little bit more popular if that was the case. Like maybe if they drop level 1 or even level 2 clue scrolls. You know, these things are not that easy to kill, because if you don't use a cannon, then it's just kind of like killing any monster that has 50 HP. And mostly, I'd say the only accounts that wouldn't use a cannon on these tasks would maybe be Iron Men, since it's just kind of a waste. But I feel like if you added clue scrolls, then maybe they'd be a little bit more popular in general. And overall, just to kill these Brine Rats at the speed that I was killing them at, I was using on average about 1,000 to 1,200 cannonballs per hour. And although these are 50 HP, which seems like a small amount, using a cannon is a significant difference in kills per hour, probably twice the amount. So definitely important to use here. Now, this is kind of a side note, but as I was making this video, I was also working on my Iron Man account. Now, we always have to give a shout out to the Iron Man in every video, and I was actually working on mining, and I'm almost done with the goal that I've been working on for almost 3 weeks now. And so once that goal is finished, I'm actually going to be able to be doing multiple 1,000 to 10,000 videos at the same time. And what that means is while I will be doing a video on Mr. No Sleep, such as, for example, my next one will be 1000 Ancient Wyverns, I will be able to do a video on my Iron Man at the same time. For example, at the same time, I would be doing probably loot from 5000 Flesh Crawlers, while I would be doing 1000 Ancient Wyverns on my main. Be on the lookout for that, guys. You know, all the support that you've been showing the channel lately, especially this series, really motivated me to get back on my YouTube grind and actually do it the proper way this time. You know, I've been a RuneScape YouTuber for over 2 years, actually over 3 years now, and I never really took it seriously until now. So I just want to say thank you guys, and you guys are the reason for that decision. So I'm really looking forward to the future, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series just as much as I am. Now, getting back on topic, as you can see there, we did hit 82 million range XP as well as 4,000 kills overall, meaning we just had about less than 1,000 to go. Now, I did mention that my RNG was changing towards the end of the video. As you can see, we had 7 Brine Sabers just at about 4,000 KC, and with 1,000 kills left, I actually did not manage to get another one. So we ended the whole entire video, kind of a spoiler alert, at 7 total swords. And you know, overall, the only thing that I can say that I hope for this video is that I pronounce Brine Saber correctly, because something about that spelling, S-A-B-R-E, just, I don't know, kind of gets me off there. But as it goes for the overall experience, as you can see there, 5,000 Brine Rats were killed, aligned just with the last video, 5,000 Infernal Mages, or I think that was the video before that. But either way, it is really cool that the Slayer Ring tracks all the kill count. I actually did not know that coming into the video, so I was tracking my kills through the Bone Crusher as I always do, but I didn't even have to do that this time. So looking at the overall loot, we have 7 Brine Sabers, we have 58 Water Talismans, and all these lovely fish, runes, and coins in the inventory. You know, that is a decent amount of fish for any account that is just not a high fishing level to go get some sharks. You can always kill some Brine Rats for them, but hey, just putting that out there. So the overall loot from the normal drops comes out to be 3.2 mil, and once you add in the swords, you just get about 2.2 mil extra, so a total of 5.4 mil, rounded up to about 5.5 mil and 5,000 Brine Rats. Overall, I would say it was a pretty good experience. Took about 10 hours to do, got about 800k range XP, and overall, you know, I don't think I profited too much with all the supplies that I used, but it was definitely fun. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do appreciate your time, and until next time, Mr. No Sleep out.